So you're ready to become a homeowner? Well, congratulations, that is a big decision that you've just made. But before you dive in, there are some hidden costs that you need to know about. So owning a home is more than just having a mortgage payment, and today we're going to be uncovering some of the hidden costs that often catch new homeowners by surprise. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the true cost of homeownership beyond the price tag that you see. Everything from ongoing maintenance to unexpected repairs, as well as the ever-increasing property tax rates that you're going to encounter. We're also going to cover the essentials like homeowners insurance, HOA fees if you live in one of those communities, as well as the common utility bills that you can expect as a homeowner. So if you're thinking about buying a house, understanding these hidden costs and fees can help you relieve some of that financial stress down the road. So stick around as we dive into the details of all of these hidden costs that you do not want to miss before signing on the dotted line for that brand new house. So for those of you who do not know me yet, my name is Brock. I'm a real estate agent right here in San Antonio, Texas, and I help folks just like you buy and sell homes all over San Antonio and the surrounding areas. So whether you're looking to make a move in the next few days, or maybe it's in the next few months, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down below for you in the description, and I cannot wait to hear from you soon. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into today's topic, which of course is the true cost of home ownership. And let's go ahead and start with the biggest expense that you're going to incur as a homeowner, and that's just going to be taking care of ongoing maintenance and even some unexpected repairs. See, as a homeowner, unfortunately, things will break over time. It's just the natural livability and life expectancy of various items inside of your house, but there is going to be some ongoing maintenance that you can do every single month, quarter, or even year, depending on what it is, to help maintain and, lengthen that lifespan for those items. So one thing that is often overlooked is replacing the air filters. I know that may sound silly, but people forget to do this all of the time, and it leads to bigger issues with the HVAC units inside of a home. Now, replacing these filters every month or 3 months or whatever the recommendation is for your specific system and air filters, please make sure to stay on top of it, because having a clean filter makes sure that your HVAC unit runs very smoothly and optimally there. And while we're talking about HVAC units, another commonly overlooked item is getting your HVAC unit serviced twice a year. Now, licensed HVAC technicians recommend in the spring and the fall so that they can look at both the AC condenser outside as well as the HVAC unit inside of your house and make sure that they are cleaned, operating properly, and there's no faults with any of the components in either of those systems. Helping to catch some of these items early on can mean smaller cost to you to get them repaired before there's a bigger issue and the entire thing has to be replaced. Because if your HVAC unit goes out in San Antonio, Texas here, you're going to be experiencing some high heat during the summer, and you do not want to live inside of a hot house when it's 100 degrees outside. So make sure to service your HVAC unit as appropriate to your system there, so that you can have some cool air in the summer. That is a great thing to do. And another couple of items that are often overlooked as well is just replacing the batteries in your smoke detectors at least once a year. And if you have granite or marble or quartz countertops in your house, those items often have to be taken care of with special products, or being resealed once a year to ensure the longevity and the life of those as well. So there are a lot of maintenance items to go inside of a house, but if you fail to neglect your house and you do not take care of it, you can experience some costly repairs as well. Now, I already touched on the HVAC unit, so if you're not maintaining that system, eventually it will break, especially as the life of that unit gets even older. Those things will just break down, and those things can be very costly to fix and replace. Now, some other items you may want to think about as far as preparing for unexpected costs is like your roof, right? Your roof is very important to keep the inside of your house dry and help insulate the house. So you need to make sure that your roof is in good condition. Here in San Antonio, a lot of the normal shingle roofs here that we see last anywhere between 15 to 20 years, because the heat does take a huge toll on it. So you can expect to replace that every 15 to 20 years or so. Now, of course, if there's a major weather event like a hailstorm or something that comes through, that can also damage your roof and cause it to be replaced much sooner than expected. Now, there are other things that could unexpectedly happen as well, such as plumbing leaks, which could cause either very minor or very big problems to fix. There's also electrical stuff that can break or go out, or any number of things. So just owning a home has a lot of potential risks when it comes to things that could break on it, but please don't let that scare you. I mean, if you take care of your house and make sure it is maintained and have it looked at by these licensed professionals in those various trades, you can help maintain the things and fix little things as they pop up versus having one big issue whenever the issue arises. So let's move on to the next biggest expense you can expect to have as a homeowner, and that is going to be your property taxes. See, in Texas, we do have a higher property tax rate than a lot of the other states out there. So in San Antonio specifically, you can expect to see about a 2.3% tax rate on average. Of course, that will vary depending on the location in San Antonio, and I've seen it as low as about 1.9% and about 2.8% on the high end there. Of course, that is all going to depend on if you're living inside the city limits or outside the city limits, and what school district that you may be living in, as well as each of the school districts have a little bit of a different tax rate, and there are a lot of factors that come into play, including the value of your house whenever it comes to your annual property taxes. Now, these property taxes are paid in your monthly payment, and it usually goes into an escrow account so that at the end of the year, whoever is your loan servicer will make sure that your property taxes are paid on time and in the correct amount. And as a little pro tip here, if you own a home in the state of Texas, you're actually able to file for the homestead tax exemption there. So please make sure to file that exemption and take advantage of a small break on your property taxes there. All right, so the next cost that you want to be aware of when you're purchasing a house is your homeowner's insurance policy. Now, whenever you purchase a house, you are required to have homeowner's insurance. So this will be part of your monthly payment that you make to your loan servicer, and part of that payment will go into your escrow account to pay that every single year. But what can you expect to pay on a monthly basis for your homeowner's insurance? Well, unfortunately, that's going to depend on a number of factors there, to include the age of your home, the age of the roof, as well as if there are any pre-existing claims that have been made on the house by previous homeowners in the past. So on average, though, you can expect to pay anywhere between about $1,000 to about $2,000 per year, of course, broken down over the 12 months in the year there. So that's usually anywhere between $100 to $200 per year. Of course, you can shop around to multiple insurance companies, get the best quote and coverage for yourself, but your lender can also help you find and get you pointed in the right direction for a homeowner's insurance policy. Now, the next expense we're going to talk about is something that is often overlooked by several people, including myself, because it is just such an easy one to forget until you get an email or a notice in the mail, and that is going to be your HOA fees and dues. Now, not everyone that owns a home or buys a home in San Antonio is going to have an HOA, but all of the brand new construction communities in and around San Antonio do have HOAs in place. So with this, you can reasonably expect to pay anywhere between about $200 to $300 per year for an HOA here in San Antonio. And unfortunately, some HOAs are a little bit more than that, and I have seen some that are even less than $200 a year as well. Now, these fees are on top of everything else that you have to pay for, of course, and it's not part of your monthly payment that you make as part of your mortgage payment. So these are something that you're going to have to actively make sure to pay on an annual or quarterly basis, depending on your HOA setup. So please make sure to stay on top of this so that you do not get a nasty letter or email from the HOA saying that you are past due or overdue for your HOA fees there. So I know that's kind of catches some people off guard, because I know some other states have much higher HOA fees where they're like $500-$600 a month, but in San Antonio, on average, I see between about $200 to $300 per year. So, all right, and now we're on to the last hidden cost of owning a home, and this one may be a more commonly known item here because everyone has to pay them, regardless if you're owning a house or renting, but it's going to be your utility cost for the house. So for this, you can reasonably expect to pay monthly payments for electricity, water, sewer to be included in there. You're also going to have garbage pickups, which can be included with your utility bill for the water and or electricity. But in some cases, it may be a private garbage collection company that you have to pay on a monthly or quarterly basis there. You also have utilities such as gas utilities if you have gas appliances or systems inside of your home. You may also have internet, which is a very common one to see. So there are a lot of expenses here that you may need to consider whenever you are purchasing a house. And of course, all of these utilities are going to be dependent on your usage of them. The more water, electricity, and gas you use inside of your house, of course, the higher those monthly bills are going to be. And of course, if you have things like solar that can help lower or offset some of your utility costs to the electric company there. And finally, your internet bill might be more stable, other than, of course, the monthly or annual increases that that company decides to do with that. So those are all of the costs associated with owning a home there. And And there you have it, the hidden cost of home ownership that you should be aware of. Now, while owning a home can be incredibly rewarding, I wanted to share this with you so that you can be aware of some of the other costs and maintenance items with owning a home. Now, with the proper budgeting and expense planning, you can make sure to prepare ahead of time for some of these larger expenses when they do happen. On top of that, if you just take care of the home with some general maintenance and general repairs over time, you can maximize the life expectancy of your house and make sure those systems and components last as long as possible without having to incur those big expenses. Now, if there was anything that kind of stood out to you that you weren't already aware of, please let me know what caught you by surprise down in the comment section. And please, if there was anything that I may have missed, also let me know down in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. But with that, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and like the video. And while you're there, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so that you'll be the first to learn about the current market right here in San Antonio, as well as see some beautiful home tours of new construction homes all over San Antonio and the surrounding areas. With that, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have an incredible day, and I can't wait to talk to you guys soon.